Oyelola, and he is Vice President Communications and Administration of Nigeria Guild of Investigative Journalists, acronym NGIJ. But you see, this guild, the of investigative journalists, ensuring they operate in an environment free from intimidation and harassment. And there's an issue around this, sincerely, and I would want to take them on that, or rather to take us on that. By setting high standards for investigative journalism, the Guild contributes to building a more informed and enlightened society, and also work to deepen democratic rule and promote good governance in Nigeria. The Guild's flagship governance assessment report, GAR project, which is designed, and I'll also call you Wale, right? That's for short. But then, officially, you're Abdulrahman, you are Oyewale. So, do you, for starters, is the NGIC resident in Kaduna, or do you have an office in Kaduna, or do you are you headquartered in Kaduna? Are you?
No.
Okay, so where is it's your headquarters?
Yeah, NGIJ is a national uh, platform or association.
Mm.
As the name sounds,
Mm.
Nigerian Guild of Investigative Journalists. And we have our headquarters in Abuja, in Jai district area of Abuja. So it's not resident in Kaduna State, members in Kaduna State. And we equally have it across the country. That is, NGIG is a national body. It's not a state.
So your headquarters,
Is
simply
based
put, is in Abuja.
Yeah.
Okay, for starters, for everyone who cares about journalism or who wants to or know about it or who has made an effort to understand what journalism is, lately people have been pushing for the need for investigative journalism, right? And how has that been as a practice in Nigeria? I would want Oyewale to. How has it been as a practice?
All right. For investigative journalism in
Mm.
Nigeria, yes, in the past we recall during the eras of during the military era, you see journalists doing investigative work, and to ensure that they uncover the truth, maybe people in government what they want to keep hidden, they ensure they uncover the truth, and also they serve as watchdog in the society. And now investigative journalism, to be frank, the practice of investigative journalism is not actually up to the rate we should be practicing it in Nigeria, and due to different factors, due to maybe probably the kind of ownership influence, the kind of platform that you have, government intimidation and harassment. But there is no way you want to have a just society, a society that will develop without the active practice of investigative journalism.
Okay, so part of the mandate of the NGIJ is said to be advocating the protection of investigative journalists and ensuring they operate in an environment free of intimidation and harassment. Have you been following the trend concerning intimidation lately? Because I would want to ask if you're doing anything regarding this. If you're advocating away from asking for a conducive and a friendly environment as to what is done when a journalist, investigative journalist, is being intimidated, harassed to the point where his whereabouts is questioned. And that moves to the latest unfortunate poster boy, Dadiata. You know about him? Do you know about him, Abdulrahman?
No.
You don't know about Dadieta?
No.
Okay. That's quite troubling. For starters, Dadieta is an investigative journalist that was allegedly abducted and is missing. And there's no story about him till now. About a week ago, Amnesty International started making public pictures of him and also pasting his posters and doing rallies asking of his whereabouts. So it's rather unfortunate. I would love to have a conversation around him, but it seems Oyewale here is into the he has an idea of who Dadieta is. And because you said you advocate for the protection, I wanted to actually know if you've tried to do anything. Oyewale, with the knowledge you have, did your office try to do anything, being the vice president communications?
So for advocating for the journalists, because anytime you cannot actually shy away from the fact that there are times that government, maybe not even government right now, anybody can decide to intimidate or harass journalists for doing their work. And like the case of the adopted journalist, that we hope that maybe if we pray that for his safe return, but we cannot give up on him because official communication to anything. We need to just intensify advocacy. And what we do is that we do advocacy, like releasing press statement to ensure that if there is any call, like now, to ensure that journalists that have been under the journalists that are facing harassment, intimidation, we advocate even when they arrest journalists and they are not just cause. We ensure that we step up conversation at our level, at our platform, at the NGIJ level, so that other organizations like the IPI Nigeria, the NUJ, they will be able to take it up that, in order to engage and even to provide legal support where necessary for journalists that have found intimidation.
But looking at your office, were you able to make any press statement like you said?
Yes.
Okay.
We have the check right now. We have series of press statements on the issues that maybe when they make arrest, we have series of press statements just to follow up, to also add our voice to it, that we need to, if we want to promote press freedom in Nigeria, or even want to and say that we are practicing democracy, we must ensure that there is free speech, and there is no way you talk about free speech when there is no freedom of press.
Okay, beautifully put. But let's look at it this way. You see, someone would say that the story of the jungle will always favor the hunter until the animals decide to start writing the story. Yeah. It will always favor the hunter. From your office, the guild, have you made any move to reach out to government actors, security agencies, to ask about Dadieta, his whereabouts? It's a concern, a global concern, to the point that Amnesty International are on it. Because it's not about, he needs to be found, or at least there should be a statement as to what happened to him officially, at least from the guild. If Amnesty International, which is an international body, would step in, then we should do much more. Or what do you think?
Yeah, it is not out of place. It is our responsibility. This is not the first time the journalist is missing or arrested, and things happening to journalists. If you Google NGIJ now, it brings you so many stories that we have lent our voices.
Amazing.
To some arrest of journalists, intimidation of journalists. Even in Sokoto, about last year, we issued a statement when the state government wanted to be gagging journalists. So we issued statement even, I think, December or 1st January 1st this year. We wrote a letter to the president on the issue of press freedom, that journalists must be allowed to do their work without intimidation, without being coerced. So, and this thing, if you look at it, you discover that recently the issue of this social media law
the cyber crime law
was enacted recently. Our hours to continue to push forward for the press freedom. And the one of this Dajiata you just said, I cannot say that I don't have I'm not in the know, but I've not, because of our plan coming to Kaduna, that has preoccupied our mind and action and activities, because for going to 2 weeks now, we have been in this state, going to some areas of the close to, for now we can tell you that we have gone to up to 14 local government areas. So that, and to come and do something like this in Kaduna State, it is not something that you just board into your car and becoming that you want to come and